Before this app gets taken away, I want to talk about how it saved my son's life in 2019. And I've never shared the story on here. Most of my friends, everybody who was there remembers it. But in 2019, my son was having his birthday party. And a bunch of the kids had went and were playing with Play-Doh and slime and all this other icky stuff. And I was like, yeah, I'll stay in this contained area, okay? And kids being weird, because kids are gonna be weird and do weird stuff. He had his friend, my son had his friend shove a bunch of Play-Doh up his nose. The one kid was shoving Play-Doh up all of the kids' noses for whatever, I don't know. It wasn't even scented Play-Doh. Why are we doing this? And you're probably thinking, how the heck did TikTok save your child related to Play-Doh? Why is this relevant? It is relevant because when multiple children came running crying because they couldn't get Play-Doh out of their nose, including my son, we pulled it out, get all the Play-Doh out of his nose, but what we thought was all of the Play-Doh. And for some weird reason, like some gut feeling, because it looked like if you just looked at it, like even if you put his nose up, we were checking, making sure there's no Play-Doh in there, right? No more Play-Doh in the children's noses, because for whatever reason, they were shoving it up there. But I had this weird gut feeling, and I kept thinking of this video that I saw on TikTok. I had just joined this app. I remember seeing this video on my FYP. I've never been able to find this woman again to thank her. But she was showing a trick where her daughter had gotten a toy stuck up one side of her nose, and she showed this trick where you push the other side and you blow through their mouth and it shoots things out. Here's the thing. I was like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Even though it looks like there's nothing in his nose anymore, I, for some reason, have this gut feeling, let me do this. I do it, and I blow really hard one side, nothing comes out. Blow the other side. A giant piece of Play-Doh, this big, had been stuck and lodged all the way up there. And if you're not very familiar with human anatomy, it would have eventually, if he had gone to sleep that night, and I had not done that, we didn't know, because he even said he did not feel anything left. He wasn't complaining, nothing. If that piece had gotten down and gotten choked and lodged in his airway, he could have passed away in his sleep, just like the other kids. Because we were checking all of them, doing the blow-in trick to make sure all of them did not have pieces. But that massive piece could have taken his life in his sleep. And even though it was just some crazy random little video that somebody chose to make, it potentially saved my son's life, because if we had not done that, we wouldn't have known. It could have been till it was too late. We had no idea. I mean, this was 2 hours before bedtime, because this was at the end of the party. And it's something I think about all the time, and why I always encourage people. I'm just post it. Even if it's the most random thing, if 500 people have already talked about it, whatever, post it. Post it, because you have no idea who might see that. Maybe other people didn't see the 500 other people talking about this safety tip, and you did. That somebody sees yours. So just post it. Just post. If you have any doubts about something, or you're like, oh, other people have already talked about it, just do it. Just do it.